Hello, welcome back to another How to Bloke. It's Saturday today. What day is it today?
Saturday,
6th of February 2021. Now I've got this recipe here. It's a special recipe for you lovebirds out there. Lovebirds? Because coming up soon is February the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, right? Now, the current state of play out there, as you know, is you can't, restaurants might not be open. So you can't wine and dine your loved one, or loved ones, like you would normally do. So, I thought it'd be a good idea to show you a 1970s kind of era classic prawn cocktail. Classic. You know, you used to go to these restaurants and you used to order the off the card. There was always prawn cocktail on there, which was really good. I love it.
It's come back in fashion now, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, I just thought I'd show you how to do it. What you'll need is, if you can look at the ingredients there, what you'll need is some tomato ketchup, some mayonnaise, a crispy lettuce. This one is an iceberg one, but something crispy, not like limp and whatnot. Some Tabasco, a little bit Tabasco, salt and pepper. Onion I put there, you can add onion, but I'm going to leave it out for this one. Importantly, some Worcestershire sauce, and a lemon.
What is the main ingredient? You forgot. Where is it?
Oh yeah, prawns. Yes, very good. And some prawns. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, these ones are frozen ones. They're raw as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook these so they turn pink. Okay, easy. I've got a pan on here. It's on a low heat. It's not a high heat. And I'm going to put these in here now. And whilst they're cooking, we're going to do the veg stuff. Oh, before I put those in there, you need a couple of these. Look, get your fancy stuff out. It doesn't matter what you put it. You could put it in a beer glass. Doesn't really matter.
No, but it looks horrible in a beer glass.
But these are all right. These are martini glasses, aren't they?
Margaritas.
Margarita, that's yeah. I only like beer, so I don't know about these margarita things. Or you can get them. The other traditional ones are shaped like a cone.
That's the martini one.
That's a martini one. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, however you stir.
Anyway, the nice fancy glass is better. It improves the taste.
Yeah, it's for Valentine's Day. You got to put effort in.
You can put it in a beer glass, but I'm not going to do that. Not today. Anyway.
Your lady would not like it.
Well, she said, "We're using a beer glass. What's that all about?" I said, "It's a new cocktail." Right, let's get these prawns in here. Right, they're going to take a little while to cook. They're covered in ice, hence the noise. So I'm just going to put this lid on it so I can actually hear myself think. So let's leave them in there. How many prawns is there? Enough for 2. Easy. Okay? So we're going to move back over here, please, camera lady person. So what we're going to do, lemon, is cut it in half. That is for the sauce, and this is to go on the side of the glass, okay? So what we're going to do, we're just going to do that and keep it to one side. So this is for the sauce. Now the sauce, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with some mayonnaise. Doesn't matter what mayonnaise it is. I don't know, I can't buy any without Dijon mustard in it anymore. I don't know why, maybe they got some sort of deal, but how much mayonnaise? About how much? That's just for 2 to 3 of these things, okay? And give that a whiz round. Tomato ketchup. Now this one's got is a bit spicy, but it doesn't mean it's just ordinary tomato ketchup. So we'll just give that a whiz. Yes. You want it salmon pink colour. So like that, a little bit more. You don't want it looking like emulsion paint. It's got to be like salmon pink, kind of. I'll show you when I'm ready. A bit more.
Obviously depends if your mayo is a bit yellow like ours, isn't it?
Yeah, try and get some white mayo if you can. The whiter the better, because it makes this a little bit easier. Anyway, there we are. That's good enough. Okay. Now, so did I mention Worcestershire sauce? I did. Right. So we're going to go in with some of this. This gives it a bit of a twang. You know, twang.
Yeah.
Gives it a bit of a oomph. Now you've got to be careful with this. Too much and you'll ruin it. So put about a teaspoon in there, okay? No more than that, you don't want any more than that.
What if you can't find that? Can you leave that without?
Yeah, you can, but you know what you'll do is if you leave too much out, it's not going to taste like it should. If you get me.
Yeah.
So go easy with the Worcestershire sauce. Don't load it up with that. Right, Tabasco.
Yes, please. Loads of it.
I suggest you do. If you can put it in, then you don't have to put too much if you don't like it, but just like. Okay, there's 3. Now I wouldn't say that's a lot, but.
Some people might not like spice.
You know, go easy with the spice. People go, oh no, I don't like it. It's too spicy, you know, can't eat it. So you don't want that. You want to have to go through the trouble of making all this stuff, and somebody doesn't like it. So go easy with the spice. Right, salt. How much salt? About that much. Right, so we've got the salt going on here. We've got some pepper in there. Ground black pepper is important, or white pepper, but black is better, I think. So that's the sauce. Right, you can try it. You can try the sauce because it may need a bit of a tweak. Don't. Spot on first time.
That's cool.
Spot on first time. Right. No, it's not too spicy. It's just right. So we're going to we're going to come back in a moment when these prawns are ready. Look, see how they're turning pink, ladies and gentlemen. Look. I don't know why they cover them in ice. Oh, there we go. So how many we got there? So we got. That's about half portion, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
it's about 16, isn't it?
Is it 16 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 16, 17. As I say, you don't have to use raw prawns, you can use cooked ones. And the cooked ones are always pink. These are raw ones. So these are like, you can see them in the sea, that's what the colour they would be. So they're probably the cooked ones are just as good. Now at this point in time, what you could do is you could add a bit of pepper to this, like that, and a bit of salt. Yeah, okay, we'll go with a bit of salt. A bit of salt with that. Now you could put garlic with it if you want like garlic, but you know every meal doesn't have to have garlic in it all the time. It's a rather pleasant surprise if it doesn't have garlic in it these days. Now, okay, thinking, okay, well, that's the starter. These are just starters. Yeah. What can I have? What can I do for main course? Well, I don't know. Italian food's always popular, isn't it, on Valentine's? Or isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So what I've done here for just tonight, it's not for Valentine's, but look. These are Italian meatballs. I've got a recipe I'll put in the description there. So what you're going to do, there's the sauce for it, yeah? So I'm going to do that, combine the two when they're cooked. But this is just a serving suggestion for what to have with after the prawn cocktail.
Our menu sort of thing.
Menu, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to come back after these prawns are pink. Okay. We're back. Okay, look. Have a look at these prawns here. They're done. Okay. Now don't do too much because they get hard. You can still eat them, but they get hard. That's just about right. Okay. So what we're going to do is cool them down a little bit. So take them out of the pan and cool them down. Now I've cooked these in a little bit of oil, but you can do it in a bit of oil and butter, or maybe a little bit of olive oil, but because they're not going to cook for that long. So we just got to let them cool down, because if we put that in there now, it's not going to work. Okay, so just let it cool down somewhere. Right, okay, so we're going to do this salads, to make these salads up now. So I've got this iceberg lettuce here. So we're going to use, not going to use much of it, kind of like that much, I guess. Take off the outer leaves, chuck them. So we're going to just take that off like that, and then we're going to go and finely chop it like this. Try not to cut your fingers off. Well, you shouldn't do it like this. I've probably done this a bit too much, but let's do it all now anyway. So, now you can cut it this way as well if you want, or you can leave it bigger. So you've got to be able to pick this up with a spoon, right? Fork and spoon. So this is a bit big. So imagine this fork and spoon, or you can have a smaller one, but you've got to be able to pick it up. So if it's too big, you can't get it in your mouth, okay? So that's just a tip here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this salad in here. Like this, and pack it around the outside, okay? Around the outside. So that. I mean, you could put a lettuce leaf in here beforehand and then do this to make it super fancy, but that works, you know. Everybody has their own way of doing these things, I guess. But
it looks pretty already, even without the...
Yeah, I mean, you know, I can't afford to eat prawns every day. God, it's too expensive. So, you're going to have prawns on a special occasion.
Valentine's, isn't it?
Valentine's, you're going to, you know, just do it. Or birthday, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Valentine's, but it's going to be a little bit special because it's important to have special times and plenty of them. Right, so, oh, I forgot, going back to the sauce now, look, I forgot to put something in it, vinegar. Vinegar? No, what am I talking about? Lemon juice. So we're going to put the lemon juice in there and put it in there, like that. Just a little bit of a juice. Now I put the prawns in the fridge to cool them down a little bit. So let me just have a look. Now they're still a bit too hot. We'll come back in a moment when they cool down a bit. Hello. I've had a bit of a tidy up whilst I'm waiting for these prawns to cool down a little bit. Okay, so what you need to do is just set a couple aside for some decoration purposes and put the rest into the mixture. So we're going to put these in here, okay? Now these are cold, these are room temperature now. Don't put them in when they're hot. So let's mix it up like that. To mix up the prawns. So now we're going to go in. We're going to go in and assemble it. So there's your two. That's just the lettuce on there. So we're going to assemble it now. So here we go. So carefully, don't get it on this side of the glass. Try and get them in the middle. That's why they leave a little well in the middle, like that. How many prawns per thingy bob? Well, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6. I don't know, it depends on
how hungry you are.
Well, not how hungry, but how much. It's the starter, don't forget. It's not main course, so we'll do that like that. Now it mustn't be flooding with sauce. There's got to be a little taster. Like that. So I've got some mixture left, that's enough in there for another one, okay? Now what we're going to do with this, now a couple of ways you can do it. I'll get a little cloth. Always keep this wipe the side of the bowl if you can, and it looks better. Right, one of the ways you can do it, you leave it like that. You get some paprika. Use the fork end of this like this, look, right? I'll show you why. And just cover the tines of the fork, as they call it, up here. You got it like that, so it's got to be above. Don't do it down here because it's going to form a lump. Right, so you got paprika there. It's just for a bit of nonsense, really. You get a prawn like this. You stick it on the side like that. You get a piece of lemon. Take the pips out. And you stick it next to it, or opposite it, or something.
That is a prawn cocktail.
So there we are, one prawn cocktail. Now,
Looks beautiful.
another way you can do it, it's tasty good, it's really good. Other way you can do it is you can get some, this is red onion, like this.
Looks like little jewels.
And again, what you can do is you've got to do this, and you can go like that in the middle of it, and then put your lemon in there like that. So I mean, you know, the possibilities are endless. So you can put black pepper on it, you know, and do what you like. But there we are. That's what you can do for your other half to celebrate Valentine's Day. And you can, the other person, if you do this for them, they'll be able to feel the love that you've put into these things. Oh, and just the fact, if you want a skinny version of this, don't use so much mayonnaise. Use it, go in half and half with, what do you call it, thick yogurt. It's better. Well, it's up to you. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Now, what do you serve it with? Crusty bread. You know, a French baguette thing, cut it up. Or, it doesn't have to be baguette, but some tasty bread with bread and butter. It works good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little thing. Don't forget, you're going to do this, think about something afterwards. Have a look through my videos if you want. Just type in HowToBloke and up they'll come. I've got some more recipes up here. I've got some quick tips here. I've got some DIY jobbies down here. And if you want to subscribe to me and this channel and all that jazz is down there. So until next time.